Hey, in this video, we're going to build your own custom ChatGPT bot that you can put on your website. But the first question to answer is, why should you even bother? So there are three common applications I've seen where people have used these chatbots on their website. First one is for customer support. And I'm not saying trying to replace, hey, do not contact me, or like those annoying things where you cannot talk to the customer, or like to the where you cannot talk to the company. But I'm talking about like the FAQs and all that stuff. So instead of having your customers go through all these different FAQs or different pages on different websites or whatnot, you can just have a simple chatbot where a customer can potentially ask the question, and they can just answer the question relatively quickly, or kind of link to the document or what have you. But by any means, this should not replace a way for your customer to contact customer support and like chat with an actual human. The second one is around leads, where you can potentially, you can work with any clients that are coming onto your website or whatnot, answer their quick questions. So just really kind of give them anything they need to know with like an AI bot that is trained on your knowledge and all that stuff. So you can basically kind of remediate all their concerns and hopefully get them to convert as a customer or as a lead, qualify them as a prospect. So those are different ways you can use an AI chatbot on your website. And third one is kind of clever, which is you can use this as a lead magnet. For example, let's say if I'm a social media agency or like I teach courses on TikTok, I can have a chatbot tool on my website, which is going to give you tips on how to improve your TikTok videos, for example. We're going to build that one in this video, so you can get to explore what the tool is like and how do you actually use this tool to build your own chatbot. Okay, so this is Chatbots. It's still in beta. It's by Zapier. So Zapier is an automation platform. Again, with the data you get and the automations and the data tables that Zapier has, they can do a lot of fun integration stuff, but that's for another video. So I'm just going to log in here and I'm going to go through this together. Okay, once you're in your Zapier, you're going to see all your different Zapier automations if you already have some. If not, you're going to see nothing, or you can build your own automation by just typing, because they have an AI tool here as well. But for the chatbot, we're going to go here on the left and look for the chatbots with the beta tag. So just click here and you're going to see some chatbots. So there are two chatbots on the free plan. I think I signed up for their beta earlier, so I might have had access to three on the free plan, and you can upgrade if you want more. So let's just look at a simple bot that I have right now, how it works. Then we're going to go to the one where you can train with your own data. So this is a simple interface where you have a setup. You can just name your chatbot. You can have your greeting type as static or generated. So static, it just means that you can have exact same phrase that's going to happen every single time. Generated is that every single time, it's just going to say new things. Just like hello, how are you? What can I do for you? Whatnot. And an input placeholder is what you're going to see here on the text input for the chat for the user. So just kind of help them guide what to type and where to type. So here you can choose different models. You can use other models if you upgrade the plan, because some of the models are expensive. But if you're on the free plan, you can just use OpenAI's GPT 3.5 model. You can set the creativity, like the predictability score. So this is like a way like where the algorithms, the LLM models work, in which how much creativity there should be versus like how much they should kind of like stay within their lane in a way. Point 0.7 is basically default for almost all major algorithms. Unless you know what you're doing, I would just keep this as same. And then if you go to advanced, this is where you can have like the title to the browser, the subdomain. Again, you can host this on your own website with your own subdomain once you upgrade to the paid plan. Okay, so this is basically the initial kind of like overview of what this looks like. And then if you go to the instructions, this is where you would basically tell your AI how to think. So think about this as a master prompt in which how you want AI to act, how do you want AI to think about things and all that stuff. And this is also a place where you can upload your own knowledge so AI knows which documents to be trained on and then act accordingly. So you can add your documents, if you have tons of data that AI needs to be trained on. So let's look at the simple example, which I have here right now. So this is a very simple support agent that could live on my website. For example, I can just ask, hey, how do I actually, before I do that, let's just look at the prompt here. So I'm telling AI to not make any information up, This is just use whatever is provided in the prompt. And in my prompt says, you're an automated reply system for customer support. Customer will submit a query. Your job is to check if the query is about account deletion or cancellation of free trial or unsubscribing from the service and reply accordingly. So these are very simple instructions. This is a use case which happened quite often for this website. So we just built this to answer that specific question. And of course, customers are welcome to reach out to us if there are more answers, because we just noticed that usually we answer the same emails over and over again. So we decided to just automate the process a little bit. So here, if the query is about account deletion, provide this link, or the query is about cancellation, do this, do this, do this. Because people are lazy, they're not going to look for the links, so we just get them the links to do the action, and all the guides are there. Like that's going to help them do all this step by step. So basically, I have these very simple instructions, and then my chatbot is going to be, of course, very simple. How can I? Oh, I do not like this app. How can I cancel my subscription? So these are the emails that we would get quite often. But now here, instead of us getting those emails, AI support agent can basically guide them to their account where they can just click and cancel. It is a self-serve option, but a lot of people were asking these questions. So again, stuff like that could be replaced by a bot like this who is trained enough to answer that question. I mean, a lot of the stuff could also be done without the AI chatbots. I'm just trying to show you an example of how this works. So we're just using a simple example. So here's the second screen, which is instructions, and then you have actions. Here, like I said, I put this thing as copy, so anyone can copy, but you can add different actions as well. Some of the actions are a Zapier button, where you can basically tie into your automation. Maybe it's sending data to your CRM or retrieving information for somebody else or triggering another automation workflow, or you have a copy action. I don't know if there plans on adding more actions here or not, but these are the two only action types that the chatbot tool by Zapier has right now. You can customize the appearance. That's on the paid plan, and you can look at some of the conversations that people have had in the past with their chatbot in this tab as well. So this is useful if you just want to reflect back and see if the chatbot is answering correctly or not, and then you can go from there. Okay, so upgrade to advanced knowledge stuff. So that one's a fun one. So this is where you can. It's like, think about it as a GPT from GPT stores, where you can train AI on a certain specific information, and this is your place where you can do that for your own chatbot. So let's look at the plans here on how we can make this happen. So there's $20 per month plan where I should be able to upload my custom knowledge source, and it's going to cost me $20 USD. So let me just upgrade my plan here, so we can go through this together. Again, first time doing this, so you seeing this as well as I'm seeing this like for the first time, the premium version. So I'm just going to pause here and just going to upgrade to the premium plan. Alrighty, I'm back. I have now upgraded my plan to the paid plan. So let's go back here and see if anything has changed on the home screen. Now I can have another chatbot. So let's do that. Let's call this TikTok consultant. So I'm going to build a bot that is trained on my knowledge on how to, like make TikTok videos, how to think about hooks and all that stuff. So let's see how we build this bot today. I'm going to just make this dynamic. Ask me anything about TikTok. And it's going to change here. I think once I hit save, it should change there. And then let's see what models do we have. Okay, so I think the only model they do offer here is Open AI's GPT 3.5. So you're not able to add another different model here. This is a bit of a bummer. Based on what they said earlier, I thought there would be at least 4.0 model here, if not turbo. But maybe they're not charging me for the queries being answered. So perhaps they're just trying to cut their costs here. If you look at the advanced options here, nothing else. Just could hide the label with a different plan. So let's go to, okay, let's do save changes. Once we save changes, we're going to see here asking me anything about TikTok, and go to instructions. So there is a predefined instructions. I like this. I like this quite a lot. So this is a very common way to prompt a prompting technique with the objective, with the role, with the audience and context and style and whatnot. So I really like how they have changed this since like I saw this tool a few days ago. So I really like this, where they're kind of giving you a lot of details and directions on how to prompt and how to train, kind of give directive to your bot. So you're exceptional. So let's just do this together. You're exceptional social media manager on TikTok. You possess in-depth knowledge and skills in content marketing and marketing psychology. Did I spell that right? I did. Okay. Objective. Your main objective is to help me create better content on TikTok. To achieve this, adhere to these steps. Rules engagement step one. Da da da. So here, since I have my own knowledge, so I'm just gonna say here, uh, refer to the knowledge source. An audience. So let's just say I'm an audience. So let's say uh, marketing marketing professionals. Let's keep it simple. Marketing professionals new to TikTok. These are the primary interest. These users are primarily interested in. I'm just actually, let's just say, in growing on TikTok. So I'm just doing this for TikTok, but let's say you're selling services and you're like, doing this for addressing concerns for your potential clients or prospects. So you can change these audiences, your context, the role, and everything accordingly. And then, and also whatever's relevant to your knowledge source here. I don't think I need context here, but let's just, for the sake of this, let's just do this. For effective engagement, you will need to utilize the following information. Company history. Again, this is where you can add your company history, your contact info. Also utilize the key resources when necessary. Resources one, URL and brief description. Well, that's cool. I'm not sure if this is changing because we're on the paid plan now, but even without adding sources, you are able to add references to like your different blogs or different articles where you might have your resources. So this is super useful. So you have resources here you can add, and then I'm just gonna remove this because I wasn't prepared for all this longer prompt here in this case. And you have style here. Your communication style should be fun and engaging. Let's try with that. Always structure responses with clear headings, bullet points, use emojis. So let's just do that with clear headings when appropriate. Cool. Other rules: if the questions are asked beyond the scope, do not address these questions directly. Instead, guide them back to the topics you can assist with, providing them with a list of relevant subjects or redirecting them to the appropriate resources. This is very similar to what I said in my earlier prompt, where like, hey, do not assume information, do not make anything up. So let's just say TikTok content creation. Okay. I don't know if anything changed here. I'll mention that in the comments. I'm just going to go back and check later on. But I love how they have these prompts now, where you have a lot of guidance on how to write it. Even without the knowledge sources, you're probably able to just get by referencing a lot of URLs, which for most businesses, a lot of the resources are already available in an online repository. Hopefully, it's accessible to public. But let's just add resources here. So I'm going to get a file. So just go to desktop here. Let's just get this TikTok playbook file and give it a description. So it's just uploading my file source. Come on now. Okay. Videos, days. Okay. It's trying to pull some information from TikTok playbook. Mind you, this was a Notion document that was downloaded as a PDF. So let's just say TikTok playbook for growth. Okay, source added. Okay, processing the source. And I think we're almost ready for our bot here. Exciting stuff. Sorry, excuse me, my whole, just need to get some water here. Also, do let me know if you like my raw style of video with just a loom, or some of my other videos which are like more polished and more edited. I mean, I do these because these are easier and simpler. It just takes less time. But again, I just want to do the style which is most suitable to you, like whatever makes sense, whatever makes my content consumption, whatever makes it easier for you to learn these things, these new ideas. And yeah, just any feedback, any topics you think I should cover, I should stop covering, please do let me know. I would value that quite a lot. My goal is to make this channel super useful for anyone who's trying to learn technology to be just efficient. I'm a generalist. So I'm trying to do this for other people so they can have more skills. Okay, so the TikTok playbook is now ready. And let's see what else do we have here. Generate an AI response without knowledge source. When results are not found from the knowledge source. Okay, again, another cool feature where if you don't have if the response is not from the knowledge source, you can show a custom message. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, that's cool. That's useful. All right. Okay. Let's try this. Actually, before we do that, let's just try this first. What are your top 3 tips to grow on TikTok? I don't know how this is going to work. I've not tested with this knowledge source if it's going to work or not, but let's see what it says. Create entertaining content is all about entertainment, so focus on creating content that brings a smile on an audience's face. Aim to entertain on the platform to increase chances of going viral. Utilize pin videos and follow what works on TikTok. Okay. Uh, Frankly speaking, it is not referencing to my knowledge source as well right now. So let me see if it's working or is set up correctly. What do you know about TikTok growth playbook? Typing under the pressure of camera is always fun. Content strategy, hashtags, ensuring content aligns with these guidelines, making videos about random talks without a cohesive strategy is a common mistake. It's essential to have clear content strategy to attract and engage your audience effectively. Um, okay. So it seems to me here that it might not be referencing my content from the TikTok playbook. But again, before I just give up, just gonna look at my TikTok playbook for a second here, so I can be very specific on what it can do. What are the 3 main pillars for content ideas? I'm trying to be very specific in terms of my questions from um, okay. Okay. Now it's picking. Okay. Maybe the questions were not too specific earlier, or like maybe the document wasn't like my document wasn't formatted correctly, which is something I can address later on in a different video. But it is working. So I've asked a very specific question in terms of what people should use as content pillars, and it is picking information not from any AI or made up information, but the data I'm asking AI to reference as a knowledge source. I almost said it isn't worth it, but sorry, I was wrong here. I was just not asking the right questions. But yeah, it is referencing my data now. So yeah, so gets the job done. So good instructions and apparently better formatted document here, and that has link and headers and all that stuff. And you should be able to get your answers from that AI chatbot to be able to read that PDF or other forms of documentation to go through. Once we have this ready, you're going to go ahead and let's go share. So you can share this as an embed. You can share this as a public URL. So if I go here, this is a public URL where this chatbot is now going to live. I can update my account again to the higher plan and add a custom domain. But yeah, you can basically share this with your customers if you want to. Or the other option is embedding. So here is a script. Here is an iframe. So iframe could even be embedded in something as simple as Notion. So if you're using any website builder with iframe or script, you should be able to easily embed, just copy and paste the code, and you should be able to embed this. If you look at the pop-up here, again, this is a script for the pop-up where this is just a standard page. So like it's just going to be embedded on the page. Pop-up would be basically it's a script, so you're going to have a button. So if you click the button, it's going to have a pop-up. Um, Honestly, we're here. Why don't we just copy the code and put together on a Notion document just right now? So I'm just gonna open a private page, um, TikTok AI Guru thing, and let's just embed and see what happens. There you go. We have our chatbot ready to go. TikTok consultant, right with the Notion. Hey, how are you? And our bot's working. Sorry, I don't know, because we said if any question is outside the realm, do not answer that. So as you can see, you have to spend just spend some time playing around with this, kind of learn on how it works, and then you're able to like build this bot really quickly. But we did not record any coding. We're able to put this on a website, on our web page, without coding again. So super neat. If somebody's new to the space, they just want to learn, or if you want somebody on your team or yourself to import, like this AI functionality, this AI chatbot onto your website, here's how you do it. There's a lot more we can do with integration with Zapier and the automations, but just building the bot, the chatbot, here's the whole thing. Let me know if you have any questions, if I missed anything, if I overlooked anything. Give your feedback. I would love to improve how I deliver my content. Again, I'm new to YouTube stuff. I've been creating short form content for 3 years now, almost 4. But yeah, always love your feedback. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time.